dentist. I don't
I'm a
know if that
dentist.
made the air, but we're live, pal.
We're
I
live,
hope it
pal.
did because we just revealed some big Britt Baker trivia before we went live. So if it didn't make it, then sorry you missed it.
Well, I was trying to think how to do it in Jeopardy, but my brain's not functioning on that level.
What is DMD?
Dairy milk diet.
That sounds like Diarrhea City for me.
Yeah, that's no good.
100%.
No bueno.
No, that would be not a good situation for me at all.
That
So I
stands
was
for doo-doo meets derriere.
That's great. That's absolutely what it means.
In your case, yes, sir.
I'm sorry. When she comes on, I just mute the TV, but I can still hear her though. And I say that all the time, but it's just a fact. Like Britt Baker is the only person on the planet that you can still hear talk when the TV's on mute.
Oh, is it on right now?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
thought maybe
sure
you
it
were
is.
watching it in the background or something.
No. I mean,
Rachel's just in the background doing this.
no, she's not doing. That's not happening.
No, not a big AEW fan.
I mean, it's fine. I'm just.
No, I
I
meant
wouldn't.
Rachel, not you.
Oh, no, Rachel's huge AEW mark. No, I'm just kidding. She watches it whenever I turn that on. She's like, "What the fuck is this?
Why is
What
that
is this shit?
little scrawny man with that guy dressed up as a dinosaur for?
Why are these guys trying to kill themselves?
That's
How come that
that's the best
referee
question.
keeps flailing her arms? What is she doing? Is she some sort of a dancer, or is she? Have you ever seen that picture? And it's like the Rock and Hogan face to face, and it's like if it was an AEW, it's like it's the Rock and Hogan
No.
face to face with her. She's standing in the background with a big smile on her face. It's
No, I've never seen that, but I'm visualizing it, and it definitely the stare down of the century with Ref Aubrey in the background.
yeah, shit was happening. Yeah. So anyhow, I was telling the mayor. Actually, I wasn't telling the mayor. I was thinking about this while I was waiting for the mayor to show up. We should do one of these shows one time. We'll just pop up and I'll have the sunglasses on and you won't, and we'll really fuck with people.
That would throw people off. You can put me on the left hand side. Somehow I'd have to host it, and
We could do that. I'll just give you
I'll
the
put
password.
BP at AWI Pod, and you can put Mayor, and we'll just really throw people off.
People
I'll
will
take
be
a picture of your background and and put it in my background.
holy cow, pal. We're really planning this thing out.
We can make this happen.
We can make all of you wonder if I'm the mayor or if he's Brent at AWI Pod. That's my full name is BP. My first name BP, last name at AWI Pod.
I'm surprised you didn't change it to Brenty One Belt right now, because you're holding on to that championship.
That's true. At least until Sunday, pal. That is. Because I'm being told, I don't know if you heard this or not, but there are not one, but two premium live events this weekend.
Oh, are we making picks on the NXT live event as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's about 2 matches on that NXT show that I want to watch, and then the rest of it I could give a fuck about. So, let's see. The 2 I want to see is Grimes and Carmelo Hayes should be good because I mean both those guys are great in the ring.
Is that their third match? Their rubber match, or?
So they had like a triple threat match, right?
Yeah, I think they had maybe it was just the ladder match I'm thinking of where they both were in it as well.
So I want to say Grimes beat him 1-on-1, and then it was a triple threat with Sikoa, and now they're having this one. So
yeah,
I feel like they've been feuding for 2.5 years.
It does feel like it's been a while.
And then the other one is the tag team match. Of course, Pretty Deadly's in it, so of course I want to see it. Pretty Deadly versus the Creeds. That should be great. The rest of it, Joe Gacy versus Braun Breaker's stupid. They've done Braun Breaker no favors with this dumb bullshit that they got him in. So
I hope they get him far away from this. I mean, I think most people are pretty much Braun Breaker fans, especially if you watched, 80s wrestling and you're fans of, his lineage. But this program is brutally bad.
It's the worst.
Yeah, I just
It
hope they
is.
get him far away from it and hopefully end this quicker than
Quick.
not drag this on anymore because it seems like it's been going a while.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to go. It hasn't needed to go as far as it has.
And they got rid of the one guy that was Gacy's henchman that I actually was looking forward to seeing a potential match between him and Braun.
Well,
That
you're not
Parker
going to get that
Boudreaux
now, pal.
fella. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know what he's doing, but now, but
Harlan,
Harland, yeah.
he'll be doing something.
Maybe
Yeah, I
they're
don't
just
know.
going to bring him back as Parker Boudreaux because they realize they made him look like a big schmoft coming back with a shaved head and looking like a doofus Michael Myers.
I liked
I
the
like Michael Myers, but I didn't like his look.
no. So I liked the Joe Gacy thing before, but now it's just like supernatural weird bullshit, and it's just not cool.
None of that works for me ever, as I've spelled out in the past before.
And then we got fucking the Lollipop Guild versus Toxic Attraction. So, goddamn fucking Lollipop Guild.
Better keep those belts right where they are. I'm telling you, Bruce. Don't make me come to Titan Towers and fight you.
I don't think they'll take it off him. It doesn't make any sense. And then, goddamn, Wendy Chu. Wendy Chu is in a onesie, and she's got a championship match.
I try to find the positive in everything. Like, I'm a positive guy. I'm not, a normal wrestling fan that just likes to drag everything through the mud. But I can't find any positive about Wendy Chu. Zero. Like,
Yeah.
it's not my thing. Anyone whose it is, I'm happy for you.
More fucking power to you. And then I don't know if there's any other matches on the show. That's the only ones I can think of for that.
That's it. I'm
But
sure
we
you
do.
probably have. I don't know. I was going to say maybe Solo Sikoa has a match, but can't even think of anything with him. I'm almost thinking that they might be keeping him off any main stage visuals so that they can bring him up sooner rather than later.
Me. All right, so here we go. What else do we got? Oh, we also have the 6-man tag team match where the loser team has to join the winner's stable. Oh God, no! So that means this thing's.
Oh no, we're getting the Redneck Yacht Club.
No, it's Tony. It's Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stacks Lorenzo, and Tony 2 Dimes Donovan. Okay, how come we can't keep any motherfucker with their last name on the main roster, but in NXT these motherfuckers got 8 names? What the fuck is that about? And they're taking on the Legado. Did you know that the Legado guy changed his name? It's Cruz del Toro. Did you know that?
I can pick them both out in picture, but I couldn't have told you their names. I could tell you the one guy's name from TNA or Impact, whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
Zima Ion or DJZ.
Oh yeah, that's Joaquin Wild, whose name didn't change, but the other guy used to be he's like Raul Mendoza, but now his name is Cruz del Toro. And did they ever say that? Did they ever fucking say that this is his name now, or just it doesn't matter?
I think it doesn't matter.
So
you could be making all of this up right now, and I'm just not along and be like, okay, I'm buying it. Sounds good to me. Cruz del Toro.
I goddamn
Juan
wish
del
I was making this
Soto.
up. I goddamn wish I was making this up. All right, but what we do have to do, Mayor, or what you've got to do, because I'm going to do mine on Sunday, but what you've got to do here is you've got to give me your pick so that maybe possibly you could dethrone probably the greatest ever current reigning defending piece of business pay-per-view champion, myself, of course. Maybe you could possibly dethrone me. Jeremy says he's going to pick all of his picks correct. So don't be fucking around here, Mayor. Don't pick any of these with your heart. JC Jane ain't on this card, okay?
JC Jane's my pick. Oh. Sorry.
Mayor, who you got? Austin Theory or Mustafa Ali? I got JC Jane, pal.
Is that an option? I take JC Jane. Austin Theory. I'll rattle these off quick, so we're not.
It doesn't make any sense for him to beat. Anyway, okay. Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. It's a hard one.
Oh boy, none of these are Hell in a Cell, though, right?
There is only
other
one
than Cody and
Cody and
Seth.
Yep.
Okay. Because I was trying to think what they're.
Which is good because I hate when they have like 3 or 4 of them, or 2, even 2 of them. One Hell in a Cell match is all you need.
I'm gonna actually. I don't know if it's a shocking pick, but I'm gonna pick. Well, Is it Ezekiel or Elias? I'm picking one of them.
It's definitely Ezekiel.
I'm picking Ezekiel.
He's got Ezekiel. We got a 2-on-1 handicap match. It's Bobby Lashley taking on Omos and MVP.
Yeah. Gosh, a 2-on-1. You gotta let the 2-on-1 win. Omos and MVP. I have not looked at this card yet, so
I mean, this is my first real look at
zero research put into this one. Other than I did watch Raw.
Happening. Okay, we got a 6-person mixed tag team match. It's Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Liv Morgan taking on the Judgment Day, which is, of course, Edge, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley.
I've got to go Judgment Day here. Doesn't make sense to have them lose right now, and they're still adding members, supposedly, so I think they'd have to win.
I think they're going to be adding another member to the group, possibly, during this match. Then we got Madcap Moss is going to face his old pal, Happy Corbin, in a no-holds-barred match.
Man, they're dragging this thing out. But actually, I've enjoyed their matches. So, and this Madcap Moss guy's growing on me. I'm picking Moss.
So I was watching SmackDown tonight. I usually don't, but tonight I was actually playing FIFA while watching SmackDown because I have ADHD and I have to do 3 things at once. Anyway, and he came back in an ambulance and like busted the ambulance doors off, which I always find stupid because I don't think ambulances give you rides back from the hospital, especially when you went to the hospital in a different goddamn fucking state.
Did he get sent to the ambulance tonight?
No. He got sent to the ambulance a couple weeks ago, apparently, by Corbin.
So he's been riding around in an ambulance for 3 weeks, we're supposed to believe?
Or something like that. Yeah, they've just been treating him in the ambulance this entire time. Vince McMahon said, there's no medical facilities around, pal. Just drive him in a circle. But he came and cut a nice promo, which I like. So, yeah, I like this Moss.
I like him. He's one of those guys I see a lot of potential in. Whether they do anything with him, I don't know. But I see potential in the fella.
On an NXT house show that I went to in Omaha, and he had like the Simon Dean gimmick. He literally had he had like those bands that they used to work out with, and he was like doing I swear to God, I'm not kidding.
Did he ride out on the Segway?
He did not. He didn't have a Segway, but he had like all the bands and shit. And he was doing workouts in the middle of this match. It was hilarious. And then we got a triple threat match. It's Bianca Belair versus Asuka versus Becky Lynch.
I think Bianca retains.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't talk yourself out of that one.
Yeah, I think Bianca retains.
Yeah. And the main event is Cody Rhodes taking on Seth freaking Rollins in a Hell in a Cell match.
Hell in a Cell.
It's gotta be Hell in a Cell.
I don't see any reason to make Cody lose, even though he's won the first 2, because then we'd have to go to a best of 5, and that doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, Cody wins.
Yeah, I'll be shocked if the old Seth Rollins wins. Well, there you have it, folks. There is the mayor's picks for Hell in a Cell. By the time you hear this, it won't matter because it will be over, but you'll get to hear if the mayor did well or if he didn't.
All right. I hope you have all the same picks because I don't want to take the belt, Brent. Or you haven't made your picks yet, have you?
No, I will make my picks on Sunday when I will join Glenn and Jeremy on Piece of Business. We will talk NXT UK, NXT 2.0, and we will make our pay-per-view predictions. I'm sure there more words will be spoken, as Jeremy says.
If you need NXT picks, let me know beforehand so I don't, get routed out of it.
If somebody hits me up and says we need NXT picks, I will let you know for sure. But I really, really hope we don't because
there's more chance for you to lose that way.
I want to be excited about this, but it's hard to get excited about it because there's just so much of this I don't care about.
I mean, you can probably make my picks for me, knowing me on NXT.
Well, let's see. We got probably Cameron Grimes. The Creeds versus. We'll just do it real quick. The Creeds. I would pick Cameron Grimes. You pick Grimes, right?
Yes, I'll have Grimes.
And so this is the toss-up one, I think.
The Creed one's going to be the tough one for me. I don't know who's going to win that.
I'm taking Pretty Deadly just because I'm entitled to.
I'm going with Pretty Deadly. They haven't defended a pay-per-view match yet that I remember.
No, they haven't.
So I don't think you take it off of them here. And I really want to get the Creeds away from Diamond Mine because I think it's kind of a dying stable. Let the Creeds fly free.
Once Malcolm Bivens was gone, it was a dying stable.
Yeah.
And then this one obviously Toxic Attraction is going to win, so I'm not going to bother asking you because I'm picking Toxic Attraction. So I'm also picking Mandy Rose, so I'm not going to bother asking you because I'm sure you pick the same thing. Are you taking Tony D's group or Santos's group?
Tony D.
I root for a double disqualification and they all fucking go away. But you're right. Tony D will probably win.
The boat sinks.
That's my thing about this. Like, they're on this fucking boat, right? And they're like, they talk and they do this thing. They're in the middle of the goddamn ocean, as far as I know.
Supposedly.
And they're like, get off my boat. And like, okay, well, did they drive him back to the shore or did they push him off into the middle of the ocean? Because then it just showed the boat floating away. And I'm like, well, where the fuck did they go if they got off the boat? Did they jump off and swim? Did they have their mobster buddy meet him?
I wish it was just a clip of the Goonies ship when One-Eyed Willie's ship goes off into the distance.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't make any goddamn sense to me.
None of it. Something I don't care about. Yes, I'm picking Braun Breaker for the final match.
Yeah, that was another one that I was going with. I was thinking we were all just going to pick Breaker anyway, so there's no need to ask you.
No.
But anywho, Mayor, it's time. It's time. It's mullet time. Are you ready?
I am ready. I am waiting to see the tag team partner of Red Tyler, and hopefully we hit that right off the bat. I don't know. I'm guessing.
I don't remember. I want to say that the first match is a tag team match, and I don't think it's Red Tyler's tag team. I think it's somebody else.
Now, right now, we still have the Natural Disasters as tag champs, correct?
The Natural Disasters are correct.
Okay.
We're also going to get some major breaking WWF news right as soon as we start this thing. So brace yourself, pal. Are you ready?
Okay.
Here we go. It's Superstar September 12th, 1992. If you're going to watch along with us at a later date. If you have Spotify, not only can you listen, but you can also watch on the app. So check that out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, pow. All right, Mayor. Here
Push the
we
play
go.
button. There
We're
it is.
going to get some major news here. We got the Macho Man Randy Savage, who just got his leg kicked out of his leg.
Oh, gosh. He kicked the leg out of the leg.
Only the bad guy can do that. And Owen Hart.
Oh,
one.
That's a
Is
pin.
he counting him out? His shoulders just hit him out. I don't know what Hebner's waiting for.
It looks like Macho's been drugged. Did he pass out from the pain?
He must have passed out from the pain. It's Razor Ramon is to blame. And Ric Flair has taken the WWF Championship back from the Macho Man Randy Savage, and it's all Razor Ramon's fucking fault.
That beautiful belt right there.
Absolutely, pal. Beautiful championship, pal. Flair's not used to holding that thing up. He's used to holding up the big gold one. He don't know how to do it right. He's got it upside down.
Yeah.
You remember on Major League 2? You've seen Major League 2, right?
Oh, of course.
And he's doing the deodorant commercial, and he keeps getting the line wrong, and they're like, he's got the deodorant upside down. They're like, upside down. He's like, upside down. Like, that's supposed to be part of the commercial. That's my favorite part of the whole movie.
It's a great movie. I don't think I like it as much as the first one, but it's still a great movie.
I would hope not. How do you feel about Major League 3 Back to the Minors?
I've never watched it, and I remember seeing it at like the video rental store back in the day and always wanting to rent it as a kid and my dad discouraging it. He's like, we don't want to see that.
You don't want to do that, son. Mr. Perfect was doing a happy dance as we started this thing off, which is fun.
Did you like Vince's blazer there with the WWF patch sewn on it?
Oh, yeah. I'd kill for one of those.
Kind of looks like a Washington Commanders emblem.
It does kind of look like a Washington Commanders emblem, just a little bit.
Because isn't it like a W and an F, like Washington football or something? That looks like it.
I want to say something like that. Not well versed in the logos of the Washington Redskins, who are not the Washington Redskins anymore.
They're the Commanders.
They're commanding the field, pal.
Razor Ramon's commanding the machismo.
He is. Well, obviously. Look at that curl.
Did you ever play the one game where it was a wrestling game, but it was more of Gary Jackson.
I think that's 2 weeks in a row for Gary.
But yeah, I think we saw Gary last week as well. I think you're right.
Gary Jackson's out here.
He's actually got legitimate wrestling gear on though. Like he came prepared. He didn't just like get called in from like, his job at Meineke.
Yeah, he's not surprised to be here.
No, he was actually, prepared for this.
Yeah. He's now giving all the gold chains to a man with a terrible haircut. That haircut sucks. I don't know who that guy is, but his hair sucks.
Yeah. She had that fantastic 90s hair.
She did. And she was
crimped
by Razor Ramon.
Yeah. She didn't even know what to do. She didn't know she wanted to cheer or faint.
She did a combination of both after the camera went off of her, pal.
I'm sorry, Gary Jackson. Ooh. I hope we didn't do that last week.
I don't think we did, pal.
Sorry, Gary Jackson.
I think this is going to be the end of Gary Jackson. You can't get him up. Oh! I thought he was going to end it quick and give the Razor's Edge. Holy fuck, I bet that hurt.
Yeah, I think he was going for it, and he didn't get him there.
You just fucking kicked him in the face. He did it again. We got some bikers in the front row there. I mean, they're not in the front row, but they're like the second. Right here, these three fellas. You can't. I'm pointing. You can't fucking see it.
I was trying to follow your finger.
I'm an idiot. I'm sitting here pointing like me and you are sitting in the same room, and we are not.
We are actually in the same room. You can't tell.
We're actually in the same house.
Right in between us.
I actually live in the mayor's basement. Me and my entire family live in the mayor's basement. Big right hand. The fans don't give a shit. I believe this is in the stomping grounds of Conrad Thompson. I believe the show was in Huntsville, Alabama. So,
I wonder if old Conrad was there. Little Conrad, I should say. I don't know if he was ever little, but younger Conrad.
Slightly less big Conrad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know Conrad played in the Little Giants movie?
Which one was he?
I lied about that.
Yeah, no, I didn't believe you, but I figured you were going to make up that he was one of them.
I couldn't think of anything. I was going to say Icebox because Icebox was the only name of the one I could think of, but that was a girl.
You mean to tell me Conrad Thompson was the girl from Little Giants? Holy shit. The motherfucking Icebox.
I couldn't think of any other character.
Like I figured it wasn't. I knew it wasn't true, but I figured he was Zoltek. Zoltek was the one. Is Zoltek the one that played center?
Maybe, yeah. I think you're right.
Well, you could be sorry to Gary Jackson because he just got dropped on his fucking head.
He got spiked.
Yeah, he did. Finish it off.
With his hands off. There's some females in the second row there that are really enjoying Razor.
Those were total 90s females. They had like stonewashed jeans, like 90s t-shirts, and the big 90s hair. She's not impressed.
No, she is not impressed by his gold chains and machismo.
She is impressed.
This was great. Wham!
Yeah,
someone needs to use that move again. Like that.
Wow, what a squash match!
I was going to say, did Gary get it? Look at him on his head. He's just standing on his head. Did Gary get in any offense?
I don't think Gary did. No.
And he even wears good ring gear too.
Sorry, Gary Jackson. Oh, amazing sell job though by Gary Jackson. That is good stuff.
Wow. If I was a star in the early '90s, I would have loved to work a match with Gary Jackson because he made Razor look great.
Yeah, Gary Jackson is your jobber, pal. He's the guy. We appreciate jobbers on this show, and we appreciate you, Gary Jackson. If you are still alive, sir, I hope you are.
You guys did your part well. The jobbers.
The enhancement talent.
The enhancement. He enhanced it. Some people, I'm not sure I can call them enhancement talent. They don't really enhance things. Gary, he was an enhancement talent.
Speaking of people who don't enhance anything, Natty won a 6-pack challenge match on SmackDown to be the next person to face Ronda Rousey. How's that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I need a 6-pack. Something strong.
Oh yeah. As soon as I saw that go down, the first person I thought of was you. I said, "Oh, the mayor's gonna love this."
A 6-pack challenge, and that's who they picked to win. So she's facing Ronda Rousey. Does that mean that's happening at Hell in a Cell?
That's not happening at Hell in a Cell. At least I don't. At least God, I hope not. I think that they're trying to like have only one women's championship on every pay-per-view unless it's a big show, which I think is a good idea. I don't think you need to have both of them on it. Just like I don't think you need to have Roman Reigns on every show defending the title either. I know if you would ask me that 5 years ago when it was Brock Lesnar, I would have said something different, but I feel differently now. Okay.
Yeah, it brings more prestige to it when you see it less. How can you love something if it doesn't go away?
Absolutely. Absence makes
or
the heart
miss
grow
it,
fonder, as
or
they
something
say.
along those ways.
Yeah. Now, Macho and Razor Ramon are having some words here.
Man,
apparently.
I always get sad watching these sometimes because I realize that none of these guys are still around.
Yeah. And the older we get, the more it happens. Yeah.
Heck, it didn't have to wait too much from the early 90s Superstars episodes. I think most of these guys didn't make it to see the end of WCW.
Yeah, I mean, it would be easier to probably count the guys who haven't than have, unfortunately.
I bet Gary's still with us, though.
I hope he is. I hope Gary's still with us. Macho Man hopping around on his one knee. He must have still been champion at this point. That's why Razor fucked him up.
I was wondering why he still has the belt.
Oh, this must have been like right before his match too. So
yeah, I'm confused on the timeline here. Okay, so this isn't SummerSlam.
No, this is. So they just did this on like a regular, maybe a house show, or because it wasn't even on it wasn't on a pay-per-view or anything, or like a Saturday Night's Main Event or anything like that. It's on Primetime Wrestling, perhaps.
Wow.
I don't know, because I don't think I've ever even seen this match. I remember it happening because I remember seeing highlights like this, but I don't remember ever watching the match.
I remember in 1992, I went to a show at the Richfield Coliseum, and Macho and Ric Flair had a steel cage match. And Macho kept pulling down Ric Flair's trunks so his butt cheeks kept coming out.
That's a fun time.
Yeah.
Ric Flair had a very white ass, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it stood out. It was whiter than the man that's going to be wearing a poncho tonight.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Very interested to find out what that situation is about. Poor Macho Man. That's the last time he would ever be WWF champion when he walked out of the ring during this match. So
they had to show him get pinned here like 3 times from the figure 4 leg lock.
They did. It's all that goddamn Razor Ramon's fault. Where was the fucking Ultimate Warrior when Randy Savage needed him?
Warrior was still here at this time.
Yeah, I think we got until November, pal. So it's September now, so you only got a few more episodes, pal, and he's out of here.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
No, I know you are, pal.
Papa Shango put the final curse on him.
He made him shit himself.
Charles Wright
until he disappeared.
Charles Wright's having the last laugh. That's Godfather's name, right? Charles Wright?
Yeah, that's his real name. Yep. And now they're showing after the match, Razor Ramon just
kicking more leg out of his leg.
He is kicking more of his leg out of his leg. He's slapping him in the face now.
Good grief.
Wow.
That's not nice.
No. Come on. Don't be mean. This is wrestling.
I feel like Macho was upset about those slaps because that doesn't look like his standard, I don't know how you want to call it, like his demeanor.
Well, yeah.
I don't think he was very happy with those slaps he was taking.
Dangerous Danny Davis is trying to reason with him. Did Razor lost all his gold chains, though?
Who took them? That guy with the terrible hair took off with them.
He must have.
He's yet to be seen.
Oh, here's the Warrior now dressed like a fucking idiot.
Oh, I thought that was Kerry Von Erich.
It fucking looks like Kerry Von Erich, doesn't it? Oh, he's going to pick him up and carry him out of here. Ain't that sweet?
Warrior in jeans and boots and no face paint, is it?
No, he doesn't have any face paint. He said, did you read his lips? He said, I love you, Randy. It's going to be okay.
Did he really?
He did. Yes, he did. That's very sweet of him. God damn. You want to talk about handsome, pal?
Just
look at that handsome bastard.
Man, he should have been the Marlboro Man. They should have just made him like he's as rugged as they come. Just Marlboro, like he talks like this.
The Marlboro Man.
Yeah, I think he would have been a good Marlboro Man.
The Marlboro Man, Scott Hall.
He looked extra Marlboro Man when he went to WCW and he was wearing that full denim outfit. Like at the beginning of NWO when he first showed up, wasn't he wearing like a full denim outfit, or am I just imagining that and dreaming it?
He did, yeah. He had like the pants. Oh, look at these fellas.
The weird thing is the guy on the right kind of looks like a young Ric Flair.
So we got Doug Summers and Joe Turner. I don't think this is the same
how
pretty
Ric
boy
Flair
Doug Summers.
looked younger. I mean, looked older when he was younger, and he kind of looked like he was just like he looked like that guy, not handsome Earthquake. Let's not.
I've seen like pictures of because he was like bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Nick Bockwinkel describing Ric Flair the first time he saw him, and I remember him saying that he was, quote, the chunkiest little thing, which I thought that was hilarious. That a man would describe Ric Flair as the chunkiest little thing. But Nick Bockwinkel did.
I mean, it's a pretty good description, I guess, if you look at his early pictures, but no one's ever called Earthquake the chunkiest little thing, especially any woman that's been in the bedroom with him.
The handsomest.
The handsomest, man.
So here we go. I'm not sure which one's which. I'm going to call this guy on the rig Doug Summers because I want to. He looks like a Doug Summers.
I don't like that he's trying to show up Earthquake wearing a similar ring gear to him.
Oh, he's going to get fucking his ass whooped.
Oh, God. Jumping kick to the junk.
Yeah, he's in big trouble now. He said, I told you not to wear red, bitch. I told you not to wear red, bitch. Now it's about to happen. Oh, my God.
Oh. That was a nice drop kick.
You look like fucking Randy Orton out there throwing drop kicks. Handsome Earthquake.
Oh, nice
power. Look at this man. Why make him the world champion? Now he's power. Now he's slammed whoever. Pat Tanaka. No, that's not Pat Tanaka. I don't know his name.
How come? That's John Flair.
Old Johnny Flair. The natural boy. The natural boy, Johnny Flair.
The natural boy.
That's him, pal. Oh, Mayor, how about you want that Tatanka WWF magazine?
Oh, man, I don't think I own that one. I don't ever remember having that one. I did have a lot in this time period, but I don't think I had that.
Of course, they were asking if anyone could beat the natural disasters. Of course, that's a mission impossible. You couldn't beat them in a wrestling match, a handsome contest, none of that stuff.
No. Look at it. Oh gosh, I love watching these guys move. I know they're big and it's not what like people expect today, but
what's his name? Joey Flair can't get it. I think Earthquake kind of get a little bit easy on him though. Nice Earthquake.
Not here. He's not. He doesn't like Joey Flair. He doesn't like the natural boy.
He doesn't. Yeah, no. Fuck the natural boy.
I think he might be friends with this other guy, although that drop kick was a little stiff.
Got Doug Summers. He also looks like not Black Jack Mulligan. Like the generic version, the dollar store Black Jack Mulligan here.
Uh-oh.
You know what that means, Mayor? You know what that means? Somebody's about to get this ass. There we go.
I thought... Oh, man. I didn't know if he was going to come and hit him with the Typhoon Splash or not. Look at the crowd. They're not even pinning him. Did he even pin him?
It doesn't matter, pal. They're dead.
It doesn't matter. He literally killed him. That man died in the ring.
That man has passed away. He is gone. R.I.P.
You don't have to count to 3 after that. He just literally had like a school bus dropped on his chest between those two men.
Yeah, twice. That's right. The tag team champions, the Natural Disasters. We got Sean Mooney, WWF Superstars 1993. It's ironic they got Hulk Hogan on there, but you ain't gonna see him much in '93.
Yeah, I didn't think he was there.
Well, he is because he's at WrestleMania 9, so he had to be at '93 at some point.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure we'll see. Well, maybe we'll see him on Superstars again, but probably not.
He grew a little too big for Superstars. He was doing Suburban Commando at this time.
Yeah, the only way you would see him is if some sort of a video recap or something. Oh, it's Money Inc.
I was like the more white outfit of DiBiase.
I agree. I was
Good,
thinking
clean
the
look.
same thing. You read my mind, pal.
Although he does he have the $1 million belt there? I don't think he does.
No, I don't think he really carried it around anymore after
His initial run with just Virgil.
Once him and Virgil kind of split, I don't remember him even when he was with Sherry. Remember when Sherry was his manager briefly? I don't remember him even having it then.
You're right.
Maybe he's like, I'm tired of people trying to steal it from me. I'll just leave it at home.
Trying to look at the design on that Money Inc.
Very nice. Very nice.
Sean Mooney always has that same tie. I gotta call him out on it.
That tie
Need
sucks.
a new tie, Sean Mooney.
Arriba!
It's
Tito Santana. I refuse to call him the other name that they called him. It's fucking Tito Santana.
The Strike Force?
No, the El Matador. You made me say it, you motherfucker.
It is. There's a local Mexican restaurant that has a giant burrito, and it's like a 3-pound burrito, and it's called the El Matador. And every time I see it, I mention Tito Santana to Christy, and she looks at me like I have 3 eyes on my head.
I bet she does.
Like,
you should start going out. They should call it the Arriba burrito.
Arriba.
In honor of Tito Santana, it should be called. I'd order that all day. Let's have onions.
You have to say Arriba.
I don't want your fucking onions if it's in there. Keep the onions out of it.
No onions. No baby oil.
Yeah.
Or onions.
I'm the same. So I don't know if you saw this, but Kayla Braxton was talking about how she ordered what she thought was going to be hash browns, and they brought her out a salad instead. And I just want to know, Mayor, what if you were at a restaurant and you ordered some hash browns and they brought you a salad? How mad would you be?
Oh man, I'd be pissed. How do you mess that up? Like hash browns and to a salad?
So the backstory of it is, I guess they didn't have any hash browns, so instead of hash browns, they brought her a salad, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But how mad would you be that you brought me a fucking salad instead of hash browns? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's terrible. It was like I don't know, maybe about a month ago. My one friend went. I don't remember if it was a hockey game, a Cavs game. He went to something up in Cleveland at the Gund Arena. I still call it Gund Arena. It was called Quicken Loans, and he went to go get nachos at the little, restaurant bar thing in the arena, gets nachos, pays for it. They take his money. Then they come back and give him popcorn. They didn't have any nachos, and they wouldn't refund him his money.
Oh, I would have been heated.
Yeah, so he ended up with popcorn. He was not, I mean, I wasn't there at this, but
right.
Apparently he wasn't very thrilled about that. So I have to imagine that's not even as bad as getting a salad for hash browns. Like, hash browns are delicious.
Papa Shango was just coming out here, and he has kids crying in the crowd like the Bloodlines beating up Randy Orton.
I think we saw this guy last week or then a week before, and I really like Justin Taylor.
Justin Taylor, yep, I remember now too. Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, I thought he looked a lot like Dustin Reynolds, like he's on a dusty roads, like illegitimate children on the road.
Listen here, baby. Listen here, baby.
Listen here, I was over in Alabama, and it was a wild night, and the ring was bumping. The bed was bumping.
I don't want to be mean, but you sound more like the Water Boy.
And little Bobby Boucher acting.
Pal, you were going for Dusty Rose, but you're very good at Bobby Boucher.
Who knew? It sounded like Bobby Boucher and Bill Cosby had a love child.
I think you always resort to some sort of Bill Cosby. You're like, you ever seen that episode of Family Guy and Peter tries to do impressions, but all he does is John Wayne at the first Thanksgiving? Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims. Yeah, that's all.
Oh my gosh, I have not watched enough Family Guy in my life. I've only probably watched like 5 episodes, and every single time I see it, I feel like I watch one of the same 5 episodes because it's just like I'll turn on whatever Comedy Central over the past 20 years, and it's always the same episode, and I laugh like incredibly loud every time I watch them.
You should check that out. Some of it's good, some of it's not good, but enough to make me laugh.
Howdy, Pilgrim.
It's all he would do. He was like, here's John Wayne at the first. He would just put John Wayne in any different scenario. Here's John Wayne at the Civil War. I'm John. It was just the same thing.
Man, Justin Taylor.
What a man.
These are some good enhancement talent that they had back in the day.
I think he might be either Briggs or Jensen's father. This man.
I'll buy off on it.
This
God, shocked. I'm still looking for that hat. That was the WWF painter snapback right there with the mesh.
I know you've talked about that one before. This man,
the guy in the front, the guy in the front row has one too.
Vance Storm's father had it. Amazing.
Yeah, that was Vance Storm. He's shooting off the fireballs like the wizard Chris Jericho. Oh God, you knew I was going to say Chris Jericho, and you cut yourself off.
We don't say that name on this show.
The wizard.
Yeah, don't get me started. We'll be here all night. Do not get me started.
I wonder if he ever had a match with Ultimate Warrior in WCW.
Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
I think Warrior had 4 matches in WCW.
They probably were all against Hogan.
One of them was that War Games match, and then a couple tag team matches, and then the one with Hogan. I think his last match was him and Sting versus Hogan and Bret Hart or something like that.
It's hard to believe. Crush. Crush has got his earrings in.
Brother Crush got his brother Crush earrings. He got it from his brother Crush mother because my brother Crush mother knows I love my brother Crush earrings.
Now, do you think he's like Superman where he can actually control his crushing power, or does he just accidentally crush everything he touches?
Yeah, everything he picks up, he's crushing. Yeah.
So someone probably put those earrings in for him then. Otherwise, he would have just crushed them when he went to go put them in.
Rugby's in trouble. Rugby's in trouble upstairs because he's barking at nothing. I don't know if you can hear him or not, but
yeah, you probably left out some of those flaming hot. What did you just eat recently? It wasn't the Doritos. It was the Pringles.
Pringles. So I had flaming hot Pringles. So there was spicy barbecue and then spicy cheddar, and then we drank the damn flaming hot Mountain Dew.
And you seem to like it pretty decently.
It wasn't terrible. It was hard to smelling it would burn the back of your throat, but drinking it wasn't all that bad.
Speaking of NXT talents fathers.
So Glenn was talking on Piece of Business this week, which you should all be listening to if you don't. He had never seen the Geico Caveman before, and you know how Von Wagner looks like the Geico Caveman, so he said he looked it up and he just laughed his ass off because he had never seen it before. It's the forehead. It's all in the forehead.
Yeah, it's that bubble. It just looks like he got hit in the head with someone that puts a cue ball on a sock and just swings the cue ball on a sock and hits you right in the middle of the forehead and you egg up.
It's like his forehead's been swollen for a long time.
A hematoma.
That's a big word, but yeah, I think that's it.
We'll go with it.
It's the biggest word ever said on this show.
Yeah, we're very monosyllabic. We use one-syllable words.
Look here, Mayor. I don't understand the big words that you're saying right now, so I'm gonna take them as disrespect.
Hash browns.
Okay, I love hash browns. You put ketchup on your hash browns, or is that a crazy thing? I never would, but I've seen people do
not.
It. I don't either.
Not a ketchup on hash browns person. I think that's weird, but I wouldn't be against it if someone did.
Yeah,
I've seen people put ketchup on some really weird things. Hash browns that'd be acceptable.
The worst possible thing that a person could put ketchup on is a steak. If you're putting ketchup on steak, you didn't cook it right, and you need to. Because no, I would if you came to my house and I cooked you a steak and you got ketchup to put on it, I would be insulted.
Yeah, I would throw you out of my house. Get the hell out of here. Go. I've thrown someone out of my house for wearing a Steelers coat in before, so I would not be opposed to throwing someone out for putting ketchup on a steak at my house. You're either leaving or you're leaving that Steelers coat at the front door.
I could see it too. We've got the big boss man's here. No, I was gonna say, is this the first time we've seen him since Nails beat the crap out of him?
I don't know, but he's already sweaty again. Did he win the award for himself as the sweatiest wrestler?
Unfortunately, he's no longer living. But if he was still living, he would win it every year because, God damn it.
Iron Mike looks awfully sweaty too.
Iron Mike, one of the greatest bowlers in the history of bowling.
He is. He's wearing that glove to prove it. How many 300 pins do you think Iron Mike has? Like a wall of them? Like you have wrestling figures back there. He has a wall of 300 pins.
300 games. Absolutely. Yeah. He's bowled at least 15 300s in his life. He just came from nationals.
I wonder if
he can also drink 32 Budweisers while just in two games. 32 Budweisers.
I was going to say in 2 breaths, like like
he just drinks them by the pitcher.
Down. Yeah. Like that one guy from the Man Show.
I don't think I ever watched that.
Yeah.
Beautiful Like Sweep by the Boss Man here.
You would have been a little young when it was.
Ooh.
I think I was pretty young when it was kind of popular.
Yeah. I mean, I remember hearing about it, but I don't ever remember and if I did watch it, I certainly don't remember. I also did a lot of not smart things in high school, so wouldn't be surprised if I forgot a lot of stuff.
Didn't forget Iron Mike Sharp.
Whoever could, pal.
Look at that. His hair is like perfectly permed.
Like you could hit that man with a steel chair and he wouldn't feel it because his hair is so perfect.
No, it would be like when you swing a chair, like a steel chair into like the ring ropes and it bounced back and hit you. That would happen if you tried to hit Iron Mike.
It's like trying to run Haku's head into the turnbuckle. It just doesn't work. You can't run Haku's head into the turnbuckle. Are you stupid?
What do you think would happen if Haku headbutted Iron Mike's hair?
The world would explode, probably.
Yeah,
the irresistible force meets the immovable object, and the whole entire universe explodes.
It is. It's incredible, that hair.
I can tell you what, Iron Mike Sharp, he's really good at bowling, but he's also good at kicking an ass whipping because he's doing a great job of taking an ass whipping.
I feel like he got his nose busted. Was it bleeding?
It looked like he might be bleeding from the mouth or the nose. I think you're right. Oh, slingshot
you didn't see a lot of people get busted open back in the day, unless they intended to. Like there wasn't a lot of accidental.
Yeah, I think I want to say one of the first matches I saw when I was a kid that actually had blood in it was Hulk Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter, like WrestleMania 7. Like I'd never seen that before until that match. Ooh, and that's got to do it right. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
the big boss man wins.
You'll
be serving hard time. You better watch it, punk. You'll be serving hard time.
Oh, that looked like Red Tyler's son right there.
He probably was. He got free tickets.
He did look like Red Tyler.
Red Tyler looks like an Alabaman.
He does. He's as Alabama as they come.
Here's a big stick, a ball and chain too. If you're looking for trouble, he's going to find you. You're serving hard time.
Wait, those aren't the lyrics, are they?
I think so.
You might. It sounds legitimate. I was buying off on it.
If it is,
I mean, I know you know Jeff Jarrett's lyrics, but I know you're well versed in Boss Man.
Spend my days working hard on the go, but Ric Flair's coming out on the motherfucking show. So Big Ray Trailer's running his ass out of here tonight. Oh, wouldn't that have been hilarious if he'd have popped the cork on that champagne that hit Flair in the fucking head? God,
I feel like it was already popped because it wasn't very fizzy.
Well, that's not a good pour by Perfect. Got too much head in there. Why would you? Okay. He just took it and just poured it on his head.
It's like CM Punk. Not going to drink it.
Well, I don't think CM Punk would even pour it on his head.
Probably not.
No. Why do they have roses in the room? Like, oh, congratulations, Ric Flair. Mr. Punk bought you a
guys just
roses.
Meeting up to dump champagne on one another with a bucket of roses in front of them. Pretty manly to pull that off.
It's the sweetest thing I've ever heard of. Oh, Bobby the Brain loves it. This looks like...
How many times have you met up with your friends to stand around a bucket of roses and pour champagne on one another?
I mean, at least once a week.
Oh, gosh, and Razor's joining in here, too?
He said, motherfucker, I'm not white. Don't fucking pour that shit on me. Well, he is, but he is white, but...
Yeah,
his character
is the most Hispanic name.
His character is it.
Gosh.
I'm just saying, only white people do weird shit.
Yeah.
Like stand around and pour our champagne on each other. If anybody's gonna do that, it's our fucking race. And it's okay for us to say that because we're white.
Yeah, probably do it after bungee jumping or something stupid. Good. Speaking of white that is out of place.
And Greg Taylor, we know Red Tyler, but Greg Taylor doesn't look like a Hispanic gentleman, but he's for some reason got a poncho on. I don't know why. I'm just so confused why he's wearing that.
It's like when you're very Caucasian and you show up to Cinco de Mayo and you think it's a good idea to appropriate someone else's heritage, and you're wearing a poncho and like a sombrero and you just look like an asshat.
And you keep saying gracias to the fucking every time.
You know 3 words in Spanish and it's gracias, queso, and hopefully arriba.
Like, so I used to work at a place and we would have taco salads, and like, I don't know why do white people do this, but they would just change how salsa. They wouldn't say salsa, they would say salsa, and I'm like, just say salsa. Why do you say it like that?
Fucking salsa.
You just want to scream it at him like it's just salsa. Stop saying salsa like it's freaking. Stop it. Stop doing that.
Or the thing that really confuses me, maybe I've been wrong on this all these years, but when people call it queso cheese, like, no, it's not cheese, you stupid idiot.
God damn it. You're making us all look like
And they always do this motion too. They put out their hands like this. Could I have a thing of the queso cheese? Like
the people don't know.
Does this motion mean like queso cheese? Is that the universal motion?
Actually, I don't know if you know, Mayor, but if it's sign language, this means cheese.
So when people are doing this, they're asking for cheese in sign language.
Yes, they want triple cheese, I guess. Yeah.
Red Tyler's the most American man ever with his American flag trunks, and Greg Brown showing up with a poncho.
Oh God! The most mismatched tag team of all time are taking on the Certified Sink Pissers.
And speaking of the Nasty Boys, we have not even brought up the Sink Pissers yet.
We have not. Me and you, and now both own our very own Nasty Boys figure. I put him in prime position on the wall. He's right in the middle, right there.
Nice.
Got my own Certified Sink Pisser up here, thanks to the mayor who sent that to me. So now we each have one.
Do you think they wash their hands before signing those?
Oh God, no, pal. I definitely put on lots of hand sanitizer after I touch that thing because it's probably filthy.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I remember saw you posted something about saying how it's nice to have only internet friends because you can't catch anything from them. Well, I got you.
That's a good point.
Holy cow. Nasty boy.
I don't know if you noticed, Mayor, but we got to see a whole lot of Red Tyler's ass cheeks just then.
Yeah.
You know what? We're going back. Ooh.
It was like Charlotte threw Charlotte Flair grabbed him and threw him in the ring.
I was going to say, is he wrestling Charlotte Flair? Holy shit.
Speaking of some nasty boys.
Bill Alfonso said, don't pull his underwear up his ass anymore. God damn it. They got that on
the
hard
to
cam.
Him too. I think Knobs tried to get him too.
They went to the Charlotte Flair school of wedgie giving.
Oh no. A big back body drop. He's hurting on that one.
He landed real low on his back there. So that didn't look good. The Nasty Boys. I
almost wore my Nasty Boys shirt tonight too.
You should have.
I should have. I was in a rush.
That's okay. That's okay, pal. Maybe next time. Probably not. You'll be in a rush then too.
I'm always in a rush. No rush.
Oh, he's got the Nasty Boys helmet, which I like. Jimmy Hart's a busy man. He's all over the place. Managing all the tag teams.
Try this. Oh,
wow.
Man. Well, double DDT action right there.
That was a very nice double DDT by the Nasty Boys there.
Get down there, Fonzie.
1, 2, 3. That's it. Fonzie finally got down there, count of the 3, and the certified Sink Pistons are walking out of here as winners. The fans are waving, which is weird.
Yeah, they're gonna go piss in Fonzie's sink. They might piss in his jacket for slow count there.
They're pissing in his pockets, pal. They might piss in his gas tank.
Pump handle slam to this double DDT. God dang, they planted him.
I can smell him. I can smell him through the screen.
Piss and Natty Light, although they're probably the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Natty Light's just that's queso cheese. Queso cheese, piss and Natty Light are all the same thing. You do this motion.
Yeah. Here's
give me some of the Natty Lights.
Yikes.
I almost had
you drinking them Natterdays, you're gonna have fucking problems on Sundays because your head's gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
I almost had one tonight just to have one with you because I know you enjoyed a Coors Banquet today.
I did. I enjoyed a couple, but then that was it. I stopped after 2. Now I'm drinking Coca-Cola and water because I brought the Coke down here and I said, hold on a minute. I'm far too thirsty and not one beverage will not suffice.
Oh, I thought you were talking the Tony Khan kind.
No. The Coca-Cola classic.
The classic.
Yeah, the classic Coca, not the white kind that keeps you up to screaming at 3 a.m. about how CM Punk won the Friday Night Wrestling War.
And buy rate percentages at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Skinner is here, and he said, chomp, chomp like them gators. What is that thing around his neck anyhow? I don't understand it.
I think it's a gator foot.
Go goddamn pal.
Maybe a claw. What do you call it?
It could, maybe, I don't know. Like, strange.
It kind of looks like Shawn Michaels. It
looks like present day Shawn Michaels. He absolutely does. He absolutely looks like present day Shawn Michaels. Who would have thought the Heartbreak Kid would grow up to be Skinner? Who would have thought it? Not me.
Not me. Shawn. Oh, speaking of Water Rush and 2 dummies.
I know they don't even have any more matches in WWF until like 97 or something like that. So I don't know why they're showing them. I don't want to see this fucking dummy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I hate this dummy. I want to punch that dummy in the face.
So what do you think about the one in the middle?
Ellering?
No, we already talked about the dummy.
Well, I fucking hate that one in the middle the most.
Andrew
looks like Joe Pesci. It looks like Joe Pesci. Yeah, you think I'm funny? You think I'm funny? You think I'm funny? Why am I funny? How am I funny? Tell me I'm funny. Hey. Yeah.
It's my cousin Dummy.
My cousin Dummy. Forget about it.
Oh man, is that it? We're done with the superstars.
I do think we're. Time flies when you're having fun, Mary. But I do think we're winding down to the end. We might have one more match. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Oh, how do you feel about that child?
I don't want to wish anything ill upon people, but I hope he gets lost from his family.
We get the Mountie versus Tatanka next week. That's not a jobber match.
That's actually a solid match.
Oh my god, pal!
I don't know who's going to win that. Okay, I know who's going to win it
And Macho Man Randy Savage will tell us all about how those snaking bastards screwed him out of the WWF Championship, only to pour champagne all over themselves while near a bed of roses.
You got a kiss from a rose.
Oh, this Monday night, Flair versus Savage WWF title match. So if you're in 1992 somehow, you can watch it on Monday night. So
now that's before Raw, though.
That is before Raw. So they had primetime wrestling. So we do get another match, pal. I was wrong. And it's the Undertaker.
Oh, yes.
Here they come.
Did Undertaker move slower as he was younger or as he was older to the ring?
It seems like he's moving a lot slower now.
Gosh. Have you heard about any of like the Undertaker signings that he's doing where like this exorbitant prices and they like up charges everything? How do you think Pat Rose does on his signings these days?
I'm sure fans line up around the corner at the quick shop to give him $1.
You know, if you go to an autograph signing, at least from the ones that I've been to, they don't have like a different charge per what they're signing. But like
Yeah.
if Undertaker signs any belt, he charges like triple the price to sign a belt.
Really?
Instead of just a card or a picture or like, a toy.
Interesting.
And for
So I
some
saw some of
reason,
the things like they're like certain years cards that he wouldn't sign, like 1991 cards or something
it
like
doesn't
that.
make sense. Like what happened in 91? Because he was the Undertaker in 91, right?
Yeah, because he debuted in the WWF in 90 at the 90 Survivor Series. So yeah, he's there at 91.
I
Yeah, I don't
wonder
know.
why.
Maybe he just doesn't like that brand of card. He's like, I hate Tops. I won't sign those Tops cards, those bastards. Tops.
I'm going to show up with an actual ice cream bar with the Undertaker and make him sign the damn ice cream bar. How do you like that one, doofus?
He'll make you have to bring him another ice cream bar. That's what you have to do. Pat Rose looked like when they showed him when the Undertaker's arguing, he was like, "Oh fuck, I'm dead." You could tell I look on his face, and he's like, oh, "I'm dead. That's it for me."
Pat Rose looks like the 7,345th choice of the Marlboro Man. Like if Razor was number one, Pat Rose is in the 7,000s. He couldn't even get up for the choke slam, and he popped a titty out.
It's top drop titty tip time, if you know what I mean, pal. Up in here.
It's getting hot in here. Pat Rose takes off all his clothes.
It is in Huntsville. It is Huntsville. It could get very hot in Huntsville. It gets hot in Huntsville, if you know what I mean. Come on down to the Huntsville County Fair where we're going to have Monster Truck Rally. It's going to get hot in Huntsville.
Now, I know Pete Rose hasn't made the Hall of Fame, but maybe Pat Rose can make our Hall of Fame.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. He hasn't done anything to deserve it yet.
No, he really hasn't. The only thing he did... Oh, that was a good sell job on that thing there. He's dead now.
Although he can't match his blues up.
No, he couldn't quite.
How do you buy a...
He said, that's close enough.
God.
No.
I hope Undertaker plans them.
No, he did. My favorite part of that was after he like did the jump off the rope hit to his back thing that he sold so hard. Hebner goes up to the guy and is like, "Come on, get up! Come on, it didn't hurt that bad. Get up."
I did have that wall. I don't know what you call it. Tapestry. That Undertaker, what they're holding up, the black.
Oh, yeah.
Like a giant bandana poster. It's like a cloth poster. That thing. I did have that.
And you slept at night?
I think it was, to get me to sleep. Like,
oh, okay.
We're not going to take it down. We're going to leave it up on your wall unless you go to bed. Okay. I'll go to bed.
I'll go to sleep. They were zipping that man up in the body bag, and that's it. It's over. It is over, pal. As Pete Rose, whatever his name, Pat Rose, whatever the fuck his name is. He's dead now, motherfucker, because he's in a body bag.
Find it funny that Pat Rose took a tombstone from the Undertaker, but Pete Rose takes tombstones from the Undertaker's brother?
I mean that's pretty goddamn ironic if you ask me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty goddamn ironic if you ask me. Was that Alanis Morissette you just did?
It's like rain
on a sunny day.
Something.
Is it like a free ride when you've already paid?
Wow, I never really thought about it, but it is.
I really, unfortunately, know more lyrics to that song than any grown man should. I unfortunately do. I really do. I could probably sing most of it. If you played it, I could probably sing most of it, unfortunately.
I mean, I'm just want to hang out with my fellas, pour some champagne on while we sing Alanis Morissette.
That's a hell of a Friday night, if you ask me, pal.
Sounds like as good of a Friday night as some Domino's pizza.
Wink. Yeah, Domino's. I'm gonna have to try what you suggested.
The Brooklyn style, good stuff.
I like the thin and crispy a lot. From any pizza, I'm more of a thin and crispy person than I am like a thick or like a Chicago style pizza. I'd rather have it. So I got to try that too, and I'm gonna get the well done as well. We had Pizza Hut tonight because my oldest son doesn't like Domino's because he's a weirdo.
Oh wow. You're gonna have to bring them in on that. Get them that Brooklyn style. It's on the app. You can go down in the options to order it well done.
That's
It's
the
good
mayor's. That's
stuff.
the mayor's secret pizza recipe right there, people. Write this down.
Yeah.
What do you get on that thing?
Oh gosh, I've got so many options on
Okay.
Domino's. I love it. I'll always get whatever I think it's a large 3 topping that they have like on special on the app all the
Yeah.
time for like $8 or $9 or something like
That's the
that.
best thing about it.
I don't know. I really switch it up a lot. I'm not
Okay.
so
So you're not like me who just I don't really want vegetables and none of that shit. Like give me just meat. That's all I
yeah,
want on it.
I do switch it up. Usually if I'm like if I would suggest to you there is like the 3 toppings, I'd probably go pepperoni, bacon, and then add one of the other cheeses to it because you can add cheese as an option on there and then get that well done on the Brooklyn style.
Sounds delicious, pal. It sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Goddamn,
or sausage. You like
See,
sausage?
I don't really like my sausage. I don't really like sausage on my pizza too much. So I'd probably stay away from the sausage.
Pepperoni and bacon, or just pepperoni and 2 cheeses.
I like pepperoni, so I'm usually just like that's usually what I get on my pizza is just like pepperoni. Xavier actually works at like a really good pizza place here, and they have like different kinds of pizza. Which I don't know if I told you this, but we had like baked potato pizza one time. Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, I didn't eat it because that's not for me, but Rachel really liked it.
Oh, I would love it. I still remember I was in Pittsburgh one time, and I
hated your
fan of
life.
the place, but they had a pizza where they had instead of a crust, they had JoJo's as the crust. I don't. You don't probably know what JoJo's are, right?
No,
Because that's
I don't
more of an
think
Ohio
yeah.
and Pennsylvania thing. They're like giant cut like potato wedges that are deep fried in a breading.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
And you can dip them in ketchup.
And they put that as a crust of the pizza?
They used it as the crust of the pizza. And it was incredible.
It sounds like a stoner's dream.
Yeah, it was really good. It's the only place I've ever had it.
Well, goddamn, pal. Well, that's it from us. Make sure you check out SportsWire Radio as always. We're on there.
Right there.
Glenn and Jeremy on there. Give Thomas Bryce a follow at Thomas Bryce 2017. Mayor, anything you want to plug?
Oh man, I Domino's Pizza. Get that advertisement. We talked about some Domino's, so you hit up the SportsWire reference, SportsWire Radio, Northeastern Sports.
There you go. You got
it.
My favorite thing about that is when I asked you that, you shook your head no, but then you said something anyway, which was so funny.
I'm a man of mystery. The international man of mystery. I got nothing to plug, not one thing.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well, maybe one day you'll need hair plugs, but not today, pal.
I don't know. Maybe one of these days. This hat's going to wear it thin.
Maybe. Well, that's it. We're out of here, fuckers. We'll talk to you next week.